Hey friends, today I'm going to go through my beauty cabinet and talk to you about, I think, nearly every Biologique Recherche product I have in here. So this is not going to be a demonstration video, it'll be more informational, but I have several lovely products here to talk to you about. So let's dive right into it. First one, as you've seen in a lot of my videos, is going to be my Lait U cleanser. This is a cream cleanser. It's wonderful for morning and evening. You can use it for a double cleanse in the evening. And I really do love this one because it does not irritate my eyes. I have super sensitive eyes, and so many eye products, makeup, removers, cleansers really irritate them, and this one doesn't at all. So it's a really wonderful cleanser. I highly recommend it. Next is going to be my Lotion P50V 1970. Biologique Recherche has several versions of the Lotion P50. They also have several cleansers. This is a very kind of made to order, tailored line of products. I highly recommend going into an esthetician and asking for a free consultation where they can take a look at your skin and recommend specific products for you. Because like I said, there's many Lotion P50s and they address certain types of concerns for skin. And for me, particularly what the esthetician said I needed to address better with my skincare products was dryness as well as hormonal congestion around my mouth. And then I kind of added on top of that one of the things I wanted to also address with my products was anti-aging. So those are kind of the three main targets with the products that I've purchased or that were recommended for me. So the Lotion P50V 1970 is a liquid product that you use in conjunction with some kind of disposable little pad. I use these little cotton gauze squares, which I'll post a link to below. They're much better than cotton rounds because they don't soak up near as much of the product. But this is an exfoliator that acts as a chemical exfoliator versus a physical one. It is not a gritty product. Gritty exfoliators where you're like scrubbing your skin might kind of feel nice, but what you're really doing is creating micro tears in your skin. So this is a great product that I recommend using twice a day after your cleansing step. Okay, next, let's see, eye creams. So this is a sample size. One thing I'll say when you purchase Biologique Recherche products from a spa is that they're traditionally all very generous with their samples. And I use so little of this Cream Contour Des Yeux VIP O2 eye cream when I use it that I've never had to buy the full size. I still have I think I have a total of 6 samples of this. So I feel like I'm never gonna need to actually buy the full size, but this is a very lovely white cream moisturizer. Again, does not irritate my eyes. Of course, I use it around the orbital ridge. You don't need to put your moisturizer directly on your lids or directly on that under eye part, like right by your eye. If you do more around the ridge, it will kind of seep into that very thin skin that's directly around your eye. But I recommend this eye cream and enjoy it very much. Okay, next, the Lotion MC 110 #1 is kind of an interesting product. This one works kind of hand in hand with your Lotion P50. It kind of jump starts this one, or this one jump starts this one. I don't know if it's a chicken or egg thing, but this is a spray product. You can spray directly on your face, or you can use those gauze squares and you apply it in an upward patting motion. I've even seen videos of estheticians recommend that you kind of even hold your skin up and kind of pat along that skin that's being held up. And this product is supposed to kind of help hold that lifting, help hold that lifting action. So, you know, this was quite an expensive product. I don't remember exactly how much I spent on it, but I believe it was over $100. I don't think I would purchase this one again because I didn't see as dramatic of effect as I thought I would for the price. I think my Lotion P50 on its own does what it needs to do. Okay, next, the Placenta Serum. So this is a repairing serum for your face. I think when you start on a Biologique Recherche skincare regimen, one of the things I think virtually any esthetician will want you to go through is kind of a cleansing, balancing, repairing stage. And once you run through that initial set of products you have, I recommend you actually go back to that esthetician and say, will you give me another consultation? Because they might say at that stage that you then need some different products. You've managed to balance your skin, you've got kind of your oil control or your oil from oiliness on your skin under control. We've repaired some damage. Let's now move on to this series of products. So it's a tailor-made kind of evolving process when you get into using Biologique Recherche. This was one of the first serums I was ever prescribed, I guess you could say, so I'm nearly out of it. It's nice. I use, a few drops I put in the palm of my hand and then I kind of pat it in, and it can be used directly around your eye. It's supposed to be good for puffiness, which is not an issue that I have, so I can't attest to its effectiveness there, but it's one of the things that they say it's good for. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I can't say that I put it on and I'm like, wow, my skin looks so repaired. I mean, it might be the kind of thing where it's so subtle that I can't really notice it, but it's one where I don't know that I would buy it again. I think I'd go back to the esthetician seeking advice on another serum, perhaps. That might be a good next step. So another serum I want to talk about that I actually don't have the bottle for because I used it up is the Elastine, and I will post a link to that one below so you can see what it looks like. But they all kind of come in this same sort of bottle with these little caps. And that one I purchased for addressing fine lines. It's supposed to be really good for that. And I have little fine lines kind of developing around this area. And I would use it around my mouth where I don't really have fine lines that I can see, but that's a place that is very common for people to start getting fine lines. And I'm 36 years old, so I'm certainly at the point in my life where lines and aging are one of my concerns when I'm using skincare. And it was another one that I liked, but I didn't really see a difference using that Elastine one. I didn't feel like my lines were diminished at all. Maybe they didn't get any worse, but they're not really bad or deep to start. I don't know if you can see I have one like right there and just very tiny ones forming there, but it's another one that I don't know that I would recommend it at this point. I think that I'm due for going back to my esthetician to see what products she recommends, as I've run out of several of the full-size products that I purchased a few months ago when I started on my Biologique Recherche journey. So speaking of one of those products, I only have a sample size at the moment. I had a full size of the Creme Dermopurifiante, which I have gone through already, and I really enjoyed it. It was a purifying face cream. I think, again, the esthetician told me that hormonal acne was one of the things I needed to address, and I also think when you start a Biologique Recherche skincare regimen, purifying, balancing is kind of one of the things that an esthetician will recommend for most anybody. So this is a very nice cream. It's a very light moisture. It does have kind of a funky yeasty smell. It's like a light gold color, but it feels really nice on. You can use it day and night. It's not at all heavy. And I just really enjoyed it. And I think it's a product I would buy again. But again, I think I'm gonna check in with my esthetician to see if she would recommend that I stick with this one or maybe move on to another one. Okay, the Creme Aminos is another cream that I've used several times. This is a revitalizing face cream, which who the heck knows what that even means, revitalizing. But I do enjoy this one. It's kind of a pearly white color, and it has very similar texture to the Dermopurifiante. So I have enjoyed this one. I'm just not really sure what exactly it's supposed to be doing for my skin. So I'll put a link to this one below. Maybe you can go and read and tell me what revitalizing is supposed to mean. Okay, Creme Placenta. So this one kind of sits in marriage with the Placenta Serum. It is a repairing face cream. I like this one. I'd say it's maybe a touch heavier than the Dermopurifiante or the Creme Aminos. I don't think I would buy this one again unless it was specifically recommended by my esthetician. The Creme Biofixine, this is an anti-aging face cream. I don't think I've used enough of this one to talk about its effectiveness. The texture of it was very nice and I enjoyed it, but just did not get a chance to use it long enough to attest to its effectiveness because I've only ever used a sample. So I think I might ask my esthetician what she thinks about me carrying on with this one. Okay, the Creme PIGM400. So this is a brightening and dark spot correcting face cream. So one of the things that you may be concerned about, or maybe when an esthetician takes a look at your skin under that big giant light and big giant microscope, is sun damage. So if you've not been fantastic at wearing sunscreen your entire life since you were a kid, probably pretty much everybody goes into that category of being unable to say that they have sat at the altar of sunscreen from day one. But most of us are gonna have some sort of aging or sunspots. So I have some that you guys have probably seen in my other videos. And I feel like I actually need to attack them pretty good with this product. I think I have a couple of them. So let me do that. I'm gonna start working this one into my regular routine. I've used it a little bit all over my face, but I think I really wanna use it as a spot treatment on those couple sunspots, and then maybe check back in and see how well it's performing. Okay, Creme Masque Vernix. So I watched a ton of videos before I dove into buying Biologique Recherche products, especially after I had gotten my first set of full-size products that the esthetician had recommended. I kind of went rogue and was like, no, I know enough about Biologique Recherche and what my problems are, and I'm just gonna watch other people's videos and read about them online and start buying stuff for myself. And this was one of those that I bought, the Creme Masque Vernix, and it is in the mask category, but lots of people enjoy it as kind of an overnight leave-on treatment. So they use it like they would their nighttime moisturizer. And this one was pretty expensive. I think it was like 200 bucks or something. And I bought it because so many other people raved about it. But I would say it's probably one of my least favorite that I've ever bought from Biologique Recherche. And I think that's because it's like sticky. And I've tried it both ways. I've tried it as a mask, and then I would say I've tried it most as that kind of nighttime moisturizer. And even if I put it on and then go, you know, fill the dishwasher and pet my dogs and check my emails or whatever, and then go to bed an hour later and I lay my face down on the pillow and it's sticky, and I just hate that feeling of having sticky skin. I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of tackiness when you first put something on, like a skin treatment, but if an hour or several hours later my face is still tacky, I just, bleh. And I can't say I've really seen much result from it either. Like, it says it's a revitalizing, repairing, and protective facial cream mask. So this is gonna actually be on my I won't buy again list, and I kind of just keep using it because I feel like I spent a bunch of money on it and I have so much of it left. But like every time I use it, I don't enjoy it. Okay, so let's talk about some other masks. So Masque VIP O2 is a oxygenating and anti-pollution mask. It is a very moisturizing mask. I would say that I see a difference when I use this one. My skin just looks really lovely. I love to actually do a combination mask job with the Masque Vivant, and I actually have a demonstration video where I use the two of these together, which I'll link below. And I also have another video where I show me taking it off 20 minutes later, and then I kind of go into some other Biologique products where I demonstrate them. So I'll link that one below as well, so you can kind of see what I mean when I say I use them together, because it's not as simple as I just like mix them one for one. It's kind of more customized than that. So do watch that video if you're interested in these masks. The Masque Vivant is, they call it a rebalancing face mask. So again, this might be one that most people will get prescribed. I keep using that word because I don't know a better one. You don't need a prescription or anything. It's not prescription grade products, but an esthetician might prescribe this to most people in their first kind of set of Biologique products, again, because kind of resetting and rebalancing your skin is really important when you're starting out with Biologique Recherche. And it's a dark colored mask, very strong in smell, and it is kind of like a clarifying mask. I've read and heard that you can mix baking soda with it if you have really oily skin to kind of suck all the junk out of your pores. I've not tried that because I do not have particularly oily skin, but this is a good clarifying mask, I would say. Okay, the Masque Visolastine Plus. This one is a moisturizing mask, which I've used several times. I've had several samples of this one. I never bought the full size. I think if I had to pick between the Masque VIP O2 and the Masque Visolastine, I would go with the VIP O2. I think they perform similarly. I've just seen this one perform at kind of a higher level. So my personal opinion there. Okay, the Masque Creme Biofixine. So this is an anti-aging face mask. I've actually only used it once, and I genuinely believe with any anti-aging product, it's a long-term product. I don't think there's really many anti-aging products out there that are going to give you like some instant 10 years off your face kind of look. So I just don't think I've used this one long enough to either recommend or not recommend it. But I did enjoy using it when I did. And I believe that's it. I have more than just that. Those are just the ones that I actually use. Oh wait, here, this is another full size actually. The Complexe Royal. So this is a Radiance Elixir for face, according to Biologique Recherche. And this is a finishing serum, which was kind of a new concept to me. Normally, my very last step in a face care practice or exercise or session or whatever you want to call it would be either my oil or my moisturizer, and that's where I'd call it a day. But this is meant to be your very last step on top of that barrier product of an oil or a moisturizer. And it was quite expensive. My esthetician did recommend this one to me. It's another one where I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure what you are supposed to do, little blue bottle. And it almost feels like a little too much. So this is a spray bottle. It's not like drops. And it kind of just feels heavy to me, I think. Once I put my moisturizer on and then I add something on top of it, it just feels kind of heavy. And this one definitely has some stickiness to it that maybe doesn't hang around quite as long as the Creme Masque Vernix does. But I honestly feel like I might use this one out of every 10 or 15 days because it's just another one I don't really like the way it feels very much. And I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. I'll have to look that one up again too. But anyway, those are all the products that are staying in my active beauty case right now. I do have some others that I've set aside more or less to maybe share with like my mother who has more mature skin than I do, or other products that I didn't enjoy and samples that I want to part with. But anyway, that's most of the Biologique products that I have. I'm going to put so many links below, including links to videos where I've demonstrated some of these. And I hope that you found this helpful, and I genuinely hope that you'll subscribe. I'm kind of a new YouTuber, and the subscriptions kind of keep me going, of wanting to keep creating the videos. So I hope that if you're not subscribed, you will subscribe, and encourage me to keep going and making videos that are interesting around makeup, skincare, and lifestyle products, because that is what I like to share. I'm a big researcher. Products. I watch your videos, I watch other people's videos on YouTube, and I do a lot of reading, and then I enjoy sharing products that I like. And I will certainly at times share products that I don't enjoy as well, because I feel like that's valuable information if you're researching something to know why someone else might not like it, even though you might like it if you bought it. But anyway, it's all a part of researching and learning. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day.